Hi folks, so you've just bought a 350 Bounty X JumpSport rebounder, right? I just want to tell you, great buy. This is now one of my favorite rebounders in our entire range, and we've got quite an extensive range. Why? It's our only foldable bungee rebounder right now in our range, number one. So obviously from a travel perspective, it's a no-brainer, but I just love the bounce in it. I love the versatility of it. I love the features on it. It's a really cool rebounder. So let's get to it. So I've already unboxed it. So when you take it out of the box, these are the components that you're going to find inside of it. Obviously, you're going to get the safety manual. Safety manual, guarantees, warranties, etc. Another amazing thing about this what this rebounder is that the cords last 3 years, guys. 3 to 4 years warranty on the cord. That's incredible. So that's everything about this rebounder in here in terms of warnings, etc. So please read that and go through that. In the box also is an Allen key and a little spring washer, a little rubber spring washer. So don't lose that. So I'm going to explain where this fits in a second. But that is your little Allen key in there. Really cool. You've got this bag, a material bag that allows you to put each one of the feet from the rebounder inside of it. So it's got a little compartment or area that you can put a foot in there, sorry, a leg in there, leg in there, leg in there. So 6 legs, and it's really nice. You fold it up once the legs are in, and then you shove it into the middle of the rebounder. So when you're traveling, you're literally going to take your legs and throw it in there, and that protects your legs inside your rebounder. Now remember, this rebounder does fit into our Bounty carry bags. So if you want to get one of our Bounty carry bags, it usually was just for the Bounty spring. Well, guess what? The 350 beautifully fits into the Bounty rebounder carry bag. Okay, then obviously in the in the box too, you've got 6 feet. Now, the really cool feature about these feet is this. This is like really, really cool. So if you take a look at this, you've got the foot, right? The leg. And inside of the leg, they've now put these little turny bits that contains the bolt and the washer inside of it. So you're no longer going to have bolts and washers falling around in your bag or putting it in a special container because it's contained within the leg. Now that little spring washer, that little spring rubbery washer, if you want to come forward here, Georgia, I'm going to show where it applies. So if you take a look at it carefully, inside the leg, over there, in that bolt, you will find the little area there that is your rubber spring washer inside there. Okay, so you got 6 legs ready to go. Now, your rebounder is going to come out the box, and one of the things I want to warn you of, don't open it up until you followed the following instructions. Okay, so when it's in your hand, take a look at it. Right, your rebounder has, on the areas where it folds, it has the following. It's got these little hinges. Now, these little metal, square little pieces of metal, if you're not careful, will flick out or break out if you place it down in an incorrect manner. Okay, so when I'm putting my rebounder down to open it up, that little metal bit, I'm making sure that it's lifted up and it's not engaged. Okay, it's a safety clip. So I'm going to put that down on the mat. I'm making sure the clip on the other side is also. So remember, if you do this and you try to open it up, you will break the rebounder. So you make sure that that clip is up. Okay, now I'm going to fold it. Okay, clip up, yep. And I lean. Very simple. I open it up. In the middle, I lean down, and I flick it. Closed. Boom. Okay, so now it's closed, and the first thing that I do when it's closed, I come to the little safety clip, and I clip it in. I go to the other side, and I do the exact same thing, making sure that it's clipped in. Okay, so that one's all clipped in and good to go. Now, the very next thing that you want to do before you put the thing down to put its legs on is take a look at how the cords separate out from the rebounder. So they're not going to be in alignment. They're all going to be skew. So the only thing that you need to do is just move them, kind of center them, right, relative to the frame. So just make sure they're centered relative to the frame and just go around like I'm going around it right now. Just to make sure that you got an evenness of bounce when you're on the rebounder. Okay, you got no issues with that. Okay, going around. Just making sure that that's straight, that's straight. Notice they bundle up like that. You don't want that. You want this to be split open like that and not turning too far away from where the bracket is. And then you're good to go. Okay. Just moving that, and these out the way. like that. And boom, I'm good to go. So now it's completely aligned. All the cords are neatly spaced. You put that down. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to put the legs on, right? So putting a leg on here is extremely simple. So you'll notice on a leg it has the little cutout, and that cutout fits onto the leg connector over there. So I'll put that down, and then all you're doing is you're spinning that to get it in. Notice how simple that is. So you're going to do that all the way around. Okay, notice how quick that is, too. Should actually bring these legs closer. Make them nice and firm. So when you do use the Allen key, it's a lot simpler. Okay? There. Now you want to go grab your Allen key and just tighten those up. That's it. Just one little turn. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to be stripping the little bolt inside there. Again, as you bounce, every few times that you bounce, you want to turn the rebounder upside down and do what I'm doing right now, just to make sure that they haven't come loose. Okay, boom, you are good to go. Right. There you go. The rebounder is good to go. Love this. Now, if you get on this rebound and you feel that the bounce is a little too soft, right? It requires too much effort when you're on it. Some people don't like that. Like, I weigh between 85 and 90. So someone like me, when I'm bouncing on here, it feels way too soft for me. I.e., it's going to take a lot of effort. Right? Lisa loves it because the more effort, the more you burn, the more calorie burn, more better your heart rate, etc. I'm a little bit lazy. Okay, so I don't like it. So what I can do is flick it around, and I can go and adjust the chords. This is a really, really, really cool feature. So I can actually go to a chord and remove the current knot structure that it's in and tighten it. Notice that, how I do that. That's it. And that chord is now tighter than before. Remember, each chord has 4 knots. So to tighten it, that's what you do. To loosen it, now what's really cool, you can do this for every second bracket, going all the way around, and it slightly increases the firmness. So you don't do them all. It'll take you about 15 minutes to do them all, but you want to do every second one, increase it slightly. If you're going to go all the way and get a lot firmer, then you do every single one of them. Really simple. You change your mind. You got a little bit fit. You like Lisa really fit. You want to get your heart rate up again. Simply take them out and then put them back into that slot over there, and the softness of the mat comes back. And again, the reverse applies. You can do it for every second one, and it'll get slightly softer than all the way soft relative to that. So that's what this. So fully adjustable, really incredible rebounder. So let's go through the process of folding it back up. Okay, so this is an important one. I'm going to speak through this as we go. I'm going to take the legs off, but I want you to notice, a lot of you ladies take all the legs off, and then you struggle to kind of snap the rebounder back closed again. Or when it does snap, it cracks a nail or something like that. So what you want to do is you want to leave a leg on the frame screwed in whilst you've taken all the rest off. So I'm going to do that. Now, which leg do you do that? If you take a look at, there's a fold, there's a fold. So this is where the rebounder folds, there and there. So you want to choose either one of these legs, right? So not either of these. You want to choose a leg over here that's like pretty much directly between the two bends in the frame, right? So I'm going to choose one of these two. So I'll choose that one just for demonstration purposes, right? So I'm going to loosen this up. I'll keep that one. Yeah. Really nice thing is with these mechanisms that they've put into the legs now, that I really love is how quick you can actually take a leg off, because you're just bending until you get that looseness, and then you're doing that, and it's coming off. That's off. Okay, now remember, when you've taken them off, you can put them in that little bag. They can go in the middle once you fold it. Now, I've left the one on. Now, just to show you, this is how you do it. So if you, especially when you're a smaller person and you may not have like the physical strength to do it, the easiest way to do it is put your knee down on the mat, lay it on its face, put your knee down on the mat, put your other leg down onto the frame or on the cords, and you literally just grab it and you pull it towards you. Oh, you know what I forgot? The clips. So this is important, extremely important, is the clips. Make sure the clips are unlatched. They're not latched. So once they're down, notice that. Did you notice? It didn't close when I tried to do that. And that's fortuitous because a lot of people will forget that. So put my knee down on the frame and I flick it down. Boom. Closes up. And then obviously you can go ahead, use the Allen key and just loosen that particular leg up. And you're good to go. Done. That's it. And you put your legs into the bag, you throw them in there, and you take your little rebounding carry bag, whichever one you want, slot it in there, and off you go. So take your bounty carry bag, take your 350F, wherever you go. It's quick to assemble. Just remember the little catches, right? So that little clip, don't forget the little clip. So if that clip pops up, you can get it back into that groove, and you can tap it with a little hammer, but you want to avoid that. And make sure it's always engaged when the rebounder is flat so it doesn't fold on you in any way or form. But that's the 350F. Enjoy it. I believe one of our best rebounders in our range.